Not so long ago, there was a huge old castle that stood leaning against a volcano. When the town was dark and all its people were asleep, the clock struck 12 a.m. This sound woke up Trev. Trev was a kind little man, but he was also brave. He looked out and wondered why nobody ever went to the castle. Since he was already awake, Trev decided to walk down to his best friend John's house. When Trev got there, the house was dark. John must be sleeping, he thought. Trev knocked at the door and John came yawning to open the door. "John, do you know why nobody goes to that old castle by the volcano?" Trev asked. John yawned again. "Oh, people say that a 1,000-year-old vampire called Dracula comes there every night at 12 a.m. "Don't ever go there," John warned. Trev laughed. Vampires indeed. Trev looked at the castle and laughed again when he got home. Just then, he saw a sudden bright flash from the castle. He decided to investigate and packed his gun, a jar, a mirror, a stake, and a dagger. Trev drove to the foot of the volcano. The castle stood at the very top of the volcano, balanced on a giant stone. After 2 hours of climbing, Trev reached the castle. He knocked at the door twice. The door flung open. As Trev entered the castle, he heard music, but there was nobody around. Trev looked at the empty room with just one bookshelf. Trev reached for the book called Music Passage, and as he pulled it out, the floor opened. He was shocked to see Dracula, the vampire, playing the organ. Whenever Dracula struck a key, there was a big flash. Trev immediately shot Dracula in the head. He looked around the old castle, got his stake, and cleared the cobwebs. He wanted to make this castle his home. All of a sudden, Dracula appeared out of nowhere. He pushed Trev over and attacked him. When Dracula tried to bite him on his neck, Trev stabbed Dracula in the heart. He took his mirror and changed Dracula into a bat and trapped him in the jar. He tied the jar to a balloon to float it up to the sun, but the balloon popped. So Trev took the jar back to the village. The villagers didn't quite believe that the bat in the jar was actually Dracula. So Trev got his mirror out and changed Dracula from bat to vampire again and again. The next day, Trev married a woman called Marcia. He didn't tell her anything about Dracula because they bought the castle to be their new home. On the first night in the castle at 12 a.m., Trev's friend John came and said, "I told you so."